Hi guys, welcome back to the Welsh Beast YouTube channel. Wrexham co-owners Rob and Ryan were in town this weekend. They were at the Racecourse to see Wrexham sweep aside York City and continue marching to the National League title, continue marching to League 2. A very, very easy day's work. It was 3-0 winners against York, as I said. Goals from James Jones, yes, I will give it him. It's his goal. Don't take it away. And two late goals from Sam Dolby and Elliot Lee, finishing off the day in front of a record crowd for the season. Over 10,100 fans were at the racecourse. I think about 1,000 from York. Great attendance there. Great support for York City. The racecourse was bouncing. Great atmosphere. There's always a good atmosphere where I sit. I'm in the Moor Road stand. It gets some stick, but not where I sit. Lots of passion. Lots of people fired up. I mean, great atmosphere all round yesterday. It wasn't the most inspiring of games, but Wrexham got the job done nice and easy. They remain 3 points clear of Notts County with a game in hand. They now have 100 goals. Fantastic. Elliot Lee scoring the 100th yesterday. Notts County, to their credit, have 101 goals. So they deserve all the respect in the world for that. They've put up a great challenge, but it's slipping away, I think. It's Wrexham's to lose. But fair play to Notts County. They won at the weekend. They won 4-0 against Scunthorpe. Just when you think they're dead and buried, just when you think they might be fading away, they spring back to life like the curse of Frankenstein to keep the title race going. But, I think it's Wrexham's to lose. It obviously is. It's in Wrexham's hands. Also at the racecourse this weekend, Ben Foster back with a bang. What a signing this has been. What a piece of business. It shocked everybody. Let's admit it, unless you were in the know, unless you had a tip-off prior to, Thursday. It shocked everybody. It shocked the footballing world. Massive news across the footballing world. Let's face it. And a brilliant piece of business. He's a Premier League footballer. He's the best goalkeeper in the National League, and Wrexham have just plucked him out of thin air. What a signing. Such a professional, such experience. It's going to give everyone a massive lift. To bring someone in like that at this late stage, and someone who was needed. With Leighton being out for the rest of the season, with only having one senior keeper in Mark Howard, who I think is great. I think he's been one of Wrexham's best players. To bring in backup like this, well, not backup, he's going to start, but bring in reinforcements like Ben Foster at a crucial time. Losing Leighton could have been the moment that destroyed this for Wrexham. It could have been the disaster that needs to happen. Wrexham only having one senior goalkeeper at this stage of the season could have been a disaster. Because if anything happened to Howard, a loss of form, an injury, Wrexham would have been in big trouble. But to do this, what an inspirational signing. It's probably given everyone a lift. It's reignited the town and the club even further. It didn't need reigniting, but it's taken it to another level at this late stage. If there was any room for complacency, if there was any, danger of things going wrong, this has just put a stop to all that. Breathtaking signing. But yesterday he had nothing to do. They say he's come out of retirement. Well, he was actually on holiday yesterday. An easy day's work. At one point, he got out the deck chair. At one point, he got out the ice-cold bootleggers and he had a drink. He sat back, had a drink, because it was an easy day's work. He had very little to do, only one save to make. That was in the second half. Quite a comfortable save it was. But you could see how good he is. You could see the talent. You could see the experience. You could just see he's just a quality player. How he comes for crosses, how he distributes the ball, how fast he is to think and to look and to be alert. Just, you can just see the quality of the man. But it was an easy day for Wrexham. The game, I thought, started really fast. Both teams went for it. To York's credit, they had a goal early on. They left themselves open to counter-attacks. They left themselves vulnerable at the back, and that was exploited by Barnett. It was excellent. Some lovely football from him going down that right wing, and some lovely link-up play, the way he cut inside and created chances. He had a chance himself that hit the post. Mullin went through as well at a narrow angle. Perhaps could have done better. He certainly should have done better with the free header he had. He normally puts them away for breakfast. Easy peasy. But he missed this one. Should have scored. York tried to play. Struggled to create anything, but they tried to play. And it was a very fast-paced for 10 minutes. And then it sort of fizzled out. It sort of faded away. And the goal from James Jones, that's what it needed. It needed something from nowhere. It needed a bit of magic, a bit of luck, somebody to try something. And James Jones, he tried his luck and he won the raffle. And Wrexham should have been up before then, but it's what they needed. I think if York would have got a goal, it could have been a far more difficult afternoon. Because they did try to play, but afterwards they did revert to some time wasted. They did revert to some sneaky tactics, I think. Some fouls, some manipulating the referee. But, they offered very little up front. The second half, apart from a Mullin chance, Wrexham struggled to create anything that I can remember. They were just never under threat. They were able to control the game. They were able to keep going forward and huffed and puffed. They were constantly knocking at the door without getting any real chances. Toza with his long throws trying to unsettle the defence. Mendy wasn't at his best yesterday. I thought he couldn't quite get going. The flair wasn't there. The attacking threat wasn't there. I don't know if he was injured or unwell or something. He lacked his usual game. He couldn't control the ball like normal. He wasn't picking out the right passes. And as I said, he certainly wasn't getting forward down the left wing as he's known to do. Cut inside, link up. It just wasn't there. But he's a great player, Mendy. He's been, such a brilliant part of this new back five that they've always played a back five, but they've tinkered it a bit. Bringing in Barnett, Tunnicliffe's come in for Hayden, O'Connell's come in, and it's a refreshed back five with added firepower, and he's been part of that, but not on his game yesterday. Cannon again running the show at times. It looked like he was injured at one point. That was a tricky moment. That was a nervous moment. It looked like he was winded at least. There was something problem with his stomach. I heard someone say his back, but he tracked back at one stage and put in a brilliant tackle. So that just shows again the fight of the man, the spirit and resolve and tenacity he's shown in recent weeks. But Barnett deserved man of the match. He played some lovely stuff, as I said, particularly in that first half down the right wing, which was in front of my seat. It was in front of my side of the stadium. Looked fantastic. He's so skillful. He's so talented. He's just like a prime Steve McManaman at times. Brilliant stuff. The changes Wrexham made, I think, bringing on Dolby, who I think we can agree is a starter. There's no. You wouldn't be disappointed in seeing Sam Dalby start. He's such a talent. He had so much. Him coming on, along with Jordan Davis later on, revitalised the team and got them the winning goals, I think. Dalby getting the second, Lee getting the third. It just took a bit of time, didn't it? You were just, you were desperate for a second goal just to put the game to bed, because you knew York City were never really going to score. They certainly weren't going to score many, if at all. They just needed that second goal to finish it off. It came later than it should have done. There's always a threat when the game's only 1-0. A moment of madness in the penalty area, a mistake from someone, a bit of magic, and it's one each. And points could be dropped. But again, Wrexham had it easy. You can see why York City are down the bottom of the league. They're a decent team. They can have a go. They had lots of effort. But there's no quality there. There was no end product. They had a good centre forward, but he wasn't provided with any real service. He wasn't allowed to play any football. Wrexham's defence was solid and professional, and there was no threats at all. There was no end product, as I said, from York. And it just needed that second goal to put everyone at ease. And it came later than it should have done, but job done for Wrexham. Easy day's work. It could have been easier if they get the early goal. They had, something similar against Bromley, where they had lots of chances early on, didn't quite score. And it's a bit nervy then, a bit nervy going into the second half. Look what happened at Dagenham. They scored earlier against Dagenham and put on the performance of the season, in my opinion. A difficult place to go, and they got the early goal and just ramped it up. Fantastic. When they do that, they're a joy to watch. But they were in control yesterday for most of the game, for virtually all the game. They were never in any danger. Fantastic stuff. They march on. 7 games left now. I believe Notts County play in the week. I believe they do. I should have checked that, shouldn't I? But something somewhere. Someone somewhere is telling me they play in the week. A bit of a strange one. So will they now have a chance to get back top? Goal difference 65 apiece. Wrexham, I guess, as I've said, have the 3 points advantage and a game in their hand. They've won 4 in a row. They're flying. It's theirs. Bish, bash and bosh. Get your money on it now. I think it's Wrexham's. Notts County still hanging on to the ankles of Wrexham. Wrexham have 1 leg in League 2. Notts County have a grip on the ankle of the other leg that remains in the National League. But it's Wrexham's to lose. Convincing win yesterday in front of the owners. Record crowd for the season. Job done. No trouble. Wrexham 3, York 0. They keep marching on. They keep going forward. It's Wrexham's to lose. Cheers guys, and I will see you on the next video.